I have called the small rural town of Greensburg, Kansas my home for the last 15 years of my life. Greensburg is a small farming community that sits 45 miles east of Dodge City, Kansas. The majority of people in Greensburg own farmland and work on a farm or a ranch. Greensburg has the small town, slower pace of life feel to it. On Friday nights, you will find most of the town at the football field cheering on our high school football team. It's the type of town where you know everybody and everybody knows you. Greensburg is a little town with a big story. Cultural diversity in Greensburg is slim, with the majority of people being of the Caucasian race. However, we do have a few Hispanic families that live here as well. The school system in Greensburg is unique because it is a consolidated school district. Greensburg buses in kids from our neighboring towns of Haviland and Mullinville. Our school district is called Kiowa County Schools. Our school is unique because we house all grades, kindergarten through 12th grade, in the same building. There are different wings to the school, so the middle schoolers aren't directly interacting with the high schoolers, but all kids attend school in the same building. Class sizes in Greensburg range from about 16 to 20 kids per grade. Greensburg is your typical small town, however, we do have some history that makes our town a little bit more unique than most towns. On May 4, 2007, Greensburg was wiped out by a massive EF5 tornado. The tornado took out 95% of the town and it killed 11 people. At this point, the town of Greensburg had a decision to make. Were we going to let the town become a ghost town and everybody go their separate ways, or were we going to rebuild? Obviously, we chose to rebuild. As a community, the city of Greensburg decided to rebuild our town, and not only just rebuild our town, but rebuild it bigger and better than it was before. We decided to rebuild with the future in mind. Greensburg chose to rebuild green, and that means that all the major buildings such as the city hall, the school, the big well, and even some homes would rebuild our homes and our structures to be energy efficient buildings, meaning that it's good for the planet. Since Greensburg has rebuilt, we now have 4 new restaurants. We have a pizza place called Reggie's Pizza, we have a Mexican restaurant, a family bar that serves food and alcohol, and 1 franchise, which is a Subway. Greensburg has 4 gas stations. All of the gas stations are locally owned with the exception of 1. We do have a Quick Shop and a Dillon's combined into 1 in Greensburg. Greensburg is a very safe, close-knit community. Like I said earlier, pretty much everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows your family. We have very low crime rates, and I would say that it is a very great place to raise your children. I think if someone was to ever get the opportunity to come visit or even stop by in Greensburg, that they should. This is a very small town with a big story and a lot of history.